All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington Redskins and the New England Patriots. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it?
Okay, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us roughly midway between Boston and Providence. Everybody knows it as Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the New England Patriots. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
On the ready. Pilot, 64, weak. Pick up the ball. Wide. Give it.
They begin with a run by Smith. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
2nd and 9 now. It's Kelsey on the grab. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
After the penalty, it's Smith. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Smith. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down. Now back to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's caught at the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Travis Kelce, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go!
At their own 19-yard line.
Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down.
1st down, Washington.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Tackles.
Now Haskins on 1st down. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. A huge play there for Washington, and even 40 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Haskins. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On second down, here's Smith. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
60 Pittsburgh.
He was taken down by
Hayward.
a gain of a yard. Brings up
6-6,
3rd
pull it
and
high.
7.
I see you. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. Let's go. Let's go. Get it.
They'll drop the throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Patriots have taken the lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Back to the ground on first, it's Geis. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Geis with a carry on second down. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And it's 3rd down.
Down. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. He'll return it from the 6. Oh, I nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And the Patriots take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
18 Gator. Silver. Hey, exit. 56 the mic, boys. 56. Check 56. Watch the twist. Mike 56. Mike 56.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got one touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Let's go!
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Redskins 7.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks, because then the defense has the advantage.
From the gun, it's Haskins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing right, and that's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and all of a sudden here it's third down.
56, the Mike, boys, 56. Check, 56. Watch the pass. Mike, 50. Hey, Echo. 56. 99.
They'll look to throw. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Smith. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
They don't
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
2nd and 4. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat able to record his 5th sack of the season.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds nowhere to go. Here, he lost the football. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get him down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Well, another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Haskins from his own end zone. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he is out of bounds up past the 10. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Third down, here's Geis. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Haskins. Complete. Richardson has it. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Joey Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season. Throwing on 2nd and long. Haskins looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Hey, wahoo! Ready?
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Vincent Smith, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
35 seconds, all that remains in the first half as they come up on first down.
Quit talking about it.
Roll out.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Get it.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 48.
So first thing across my mind is, why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
That is caught inside the 5. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
On the ground, Geis. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. On 2nd and goal. Haskins to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
They run with Geis. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Darius Geis, as the first half is winding down, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll throw now on the final play. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! This is fielded at the goal line. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
At their own 11-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Steps away to his left. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Trying to get the run game going. Here's Smith. Tackled there by Monte Nicholson. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Hey, Delta.
56 the mic. 56 is the mic.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. He's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
And they're not going to get the snap off. This might back him out of field goal range. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Here's Ryan Allen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. From the gun on third down. Haskins looking deep downfield. He's got a man complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Haskins looking to throw on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
A first down carry for Smith. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They'll run it again with Smith. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 1 makes it 3rd and 14.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Mike 51. Mike 51. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. Hey, Mike 51. Mike 51. It's our time. It's our time.
Back to throw. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Back at the 36-yard line.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Let's go, go.
Now on 2nd and 13. Haskins. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
34's the mic. He's coming. Check in. Kill. Let's go.
Now Haskins, third and long. And that will be incomplete. The linebacker, Zach Cunningham, there defensively to make that play. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this will be taken at the 13. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Yep.
On first down, it's Smith. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
I'm going to run you over.
Ready?
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play.
Here we go.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Go, Mike.
Smith.
Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd. I got it.
Get it.
They'll look to throw here. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Following the penalty, it's Geis. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Haskins. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So, flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
It's Geis on the counter. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards. Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the air.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball. Now a loose football. The ball comes out into the Redskins. How did they do? Well, let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game, and all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing it.
They'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Squeeze. Kill.
Back to throw here. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. N'Keal Harry, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. And I think I saw that right. You tell me if I'm wrong. That was just a fly route, just to go. He went.
Sometimes speed, just pure speed, is going to win. I don't care how athletic you are on the other side of the ball. When a guy's that fast and he can just take off, if a quarterback has time to throw the ball and release it when he wants to, that's the end result. Nothing you could do about that. He was just a better athlete on that play.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play on an interception. We'll see if they can do pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now it's Haskins. Completes it to Aguilar. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Get him, boys.
So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking to throw again on second down. Haskins. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Looking to throw, Haskins. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It give it and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Go, go. 56, Mike, 56. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking for Harry. He airs it and got his man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 37 yards. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Check pass. Check pass. Mike 50. Orbit. 56. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Mike 50.
2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh. Bravo.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. 56 to Mike. 56.
Ready?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Mike 50. Mike 50. Mike 50. It's a party now.
Now Haskins on 1st down. And he will find his man on the outside. 12 yards is the pick. But it's good for a Washington first down.
A gain of 12. And the Redskin.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Pats, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.